a little bit?
Yeah, so the dosing is different, their response to vaccinations are different, their antibody production is different. And the reason why it's really important, again, is that although prior to the Delta variant, children were really asymptomatic, the issue has been that they can bring this virus home and infect everybody in their household. And so, again, it's really important that we understand the data and that we have clear direction from the FDA and understand all the data when it's presented.
Well, what does the science tell us about whether pregnant women should receive the vaccine?
So it's a great question, and it's a question that we certainly hear of frequently. We know that COVID infections in pregnancy have the potential for some very serious problems. Pregnant women who get COVID are about 3 times more likely to need ICU care. They're 2 to 3 times more likely to end up requiring life support and/or ventilators. They have an increased risk of death. They have an increased risk of stillbirth and an increased risk of preterm birth, with all the complications that go along with preterm birth. And as a result of this, the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, the CDC, and the Society for Maternal Fetal Medicine have all come out and strongly recommended that pregnant women get vaccinated, including those who are pregnant, thinking about pregnant, and those who are also lactating. There has been a reporting structure for those that are pregnant that have gotten vaccination. And we've been looking for side effects, deleterious effects, any sort of signal that we can get from this population. And to date, there has been none. There's been absolutely none. And there's about 150,000 pregnant women as of a few weeks ago that had gotten the vaccine. So we do believe it is safe. We're following the guidelines that are set forth by the CDC and the American College of Obstetricians. And again, this is a risk-benefit analysis. And again, I've just talked about the risk. This is not theoretic, Tom. We have seen pregnant women across the street here who have been intubated, who have lost babies, and who have been on ECMO as a result of COVID. This is a very serious, potentially very serious, life-threatening disease in the pregnant state. So again, we would urge all pregnant women, all women thinking about pregnancy, and all lactating women to go ahead and to get vaccinated.
We have another question from the media for you. This comes from Mike Gramajo from Telemundo, Orlando. Please talk about the importance of mask wearing, what masks are best for protection, and how often people should change masks.
It's a great question. So again, we've been preaching the importance of masks. It is one of the best ways to prevent the spread of this disease. The mask really should be changed anytime it gets soiled or daily. So if the mask gets soiled, it should be removed. It should be well-fitting, not necessarily tight. The ones that I wear, the most comfortable for me right now are the loop masks. But again, anything that's comfortable, anything that fits over the nose and mouth and prevents spread externally.
I have a question from Facebook. If I'm vaccinated with Moderna, will my booster shot need to be the same?
That is a great question and one that remains to date unanswered. Our general recommendations have been stick with what you've gotten before. We'll wait to see if the FDA has some interesting data on this. Again, the Moderna and the Pfizer vaccines are both messenger RNA vaccines. There's lots of reasons to think that they wouldn't be terribly different with regards to how they would respond. But again, our recommendation is if you've gotten Pfizer, stick with Pfizer. If you've gotten Moderna, wait until we see the data, although again, I strongly suspect we're going to see the same data emerge from Moderna as we have from Pfizer. And I also believe J&J, based on what we've now seen out of the phase 2 study that we talked about, will also be requiring a second shot.
Question from Facebook for you. Are you concerned about other variants such as Lambda that is being seen in South America?
So the answer is we're always concerned about variants. We're in the Delta variant, obviously, if this, which has clearly been a very different disease than what we've previously seen. Currently in the United States, 99+% of all cases of COVID are felt to be Delta variant. We have not seen Lambda arise to any degree here, but one of the concerns that we have is that the bigger the pool of unvaccinated people we have, the more likely it is that we will see more variants emerge. And as a result, we will continue with the FDA and the CDC, continue to monitor exactly what the background variants are in this country, and to make sure that the vaccinations that we have remain effective against those variants as well. But it's a great question.
Dr. Finkler, fascinating discussion. As always, thank you so much for being here with us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you, Tom.
And we will be back next Thursday morning with more COVID-19 updates on the AdventHealth Morning Briefing. Until then, stay healthy and feel whole.